So even though I'm making this video where I talk about the cons or the negatives of being an entrepreneur, don't get me twisted, guys. I wouldn't have it any other way at the end of the day, right? I'm not complaining. I'm just making this video to show you guys like what you should be prepared for. But overall, like, I love my life. I wake up grateful every day, especially from, where I grew up, where I was born. Like, this is a blessing. So don't take this as me being ungrateful and complaining. This is more of one of these videos where it's just a video to let people know, like, be wary of this. This is what you're getting into if you're actually trying to become an entrepreneur. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's get right into this. What's up, you guys? If you guys don't know me, my name is Parikchhit from Toronto. I'm 20 years old. I look high, but it's 4:40 in the morning and I'm filming this. That's why my eyes are like that. Just wanted to clear that up. But anyways, today I wanted to talk about some of the negatives of entrepreneurship, right? You guys see the flashy cars, you guys see the the whips, the money, the fun, the private jets, this, that, whatever. But the thing is, that's not always usually the reality, right? I'm gonna tell you guys some of the reality of being an entrepreneur, some of the negatives that come with being an entrepreneur. But like I said, this is not a video where I'm complaining to you guys. It's just a video I'm making so you guys are aware of what you're getting into. So the first thing I think I should mention is, everybody knows about this, but it's security. Like, as an entrepreneur, like, you don't really have security. It's not like a job where it's a fixed salary and you know that at the end of the year you'll be making $200,000, $100,000, $70,000. Like, you have security there, right? And plus you have benefits, this, that, whatever. But when you're an entrepreneur, it's almost, you eat what you hunt type mentality. And one month you can make $10,000, the next month you can be negative. The next month you can make $1,000, the next month you can make $70,000. Like, that little inconsistency, of course it's not for, of course it doesn't happen to everybody, of course, you know what I mean? But as an entrepreneur, you got to understand that, you can stay consistent, of course, but usually, especially when you're starting out, the security isn't there, right? Like, there's still times for me where I still get so, I'm gonna talk about this point at the end of this video. But basically, like, you don't have security as an entrepreneur, especially when you're starting out. Even when I first dropped out, even when I first quit my job, there was no security. Like, I didn't know that it was gonna work out, right? So it was just like that, taking that risk. And yeah, man, that's like one of the negatives of being an entrepreneur. But honestly, I kind of like it. I kind of like the uncertainty. I kind of like this you eat what you hunt mentality. So I can't even complain. Another negative of being an entrepreneur is dealing with people, and we're talking about your employees, your clients, people here, people there, like, just people in general. You guys got to understand that you can't control people. You can't literally physically, you can't control people. They're going to make their own decisions at the end of the day. But overall, just being an entrepreneur, you're going to have to deal with a lot of people's bullshit. You're going to have to people, fucking you over, people stealing from you, people just, doing you wrong, your employees not working efficiently, employees complaining. Like, at the end of the day, it gets annoying to a point because you have to deal with so many people, and like I said, you have no control over it. And there's always going to be times where, whether it be a potential business partner, potential client, potential employee, or an employee, business partner, or a client, that might actually go ahead and really mess up things for you. And that's another negative, is what I realize, is that in this journey, people, you meet a lot of people, but a lot of people have the power to fuck you over as well. And that's a negative of definitely being an entrepreneur. Another negative of being an entrepreneur, and hear me out on this, let me finish what I say before you guys comment saying, yo, you're being an ungrateful piece of shit, is freedom. Okay, this paradox of freedom. Like, the thing with entrepreneurs is that the thing with entrepreneurs is that we have much free time at the end of the day, right? We can wake up whenever we want to, go to sleep whenever. Like, right now it's 4:40 a.m. and I'm recording a video. Like, you know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. Like, you can do whatever you want whenever. So you have freedom. But the thing that comes with that freedom is also a lack of structure. And that's where a lot of entrepreneurs start messing up, where there's a lack of structure in their day, a lack of structure in their life, a lack of structure in their business, because they're so used to this freedom, right? And overall, this is something you guys are probably going to go through as an entrepreneur. But there were so many times where I was kind of almost depressed because I had this freedom, right? Because I was waking up whenever, because I was sleeping whenever. And in the long run, I think true freedom is having a proper structure. As if you have a proper structure, like I feel like internally you feel more fulfilled and you feel like you actually got shit done. In comparison to just having freedom, you doing shit whenever you feel like it. It's not really a good strategy for someone who wants to be an effective entrepreneur, right? So I really truly think that this paradox of freedom that comes with being an entrepreneur, it's like there's a positive to it, as you are not slave to anybody's time, anybody's money. No one can control you, but also you are your worst enemy, where you have so much freedom that you might break certain standards for yourself, but in the long run it's going to affect your business and you, right? So always remember that a structured business is always better than just having just full-on freedom. Trust me, guys. Like, this paradox of freedom, man, like, it's messed me up multiple times. Like, just being able to do whatever you want to do is not always the best thing, is what I'm trying to say. As an entrepreneur as well, you're gonna have to lose money, or you're gonna lose money. You're gonna lose a lot of time, as you are gonna be working on certain projects. You might have certain visions. You might want to test certain things out. So it also ties in with the next point, which is taking risks. But you're gonna lose a lot of money, you're gonna lose a lot of time, but as an entrepreneur, you're gonna have to take that risk. And a lot of people, like, that's the thing, is like, the risk management, they don't have it. So it's almost people just don't want to take risk at the end of the day. And taking risk is a scary thing, like, mentally. So that's a negative about being an entrepreneur, is because of the risks you have to take, right? Because if you actually lose, or if you guys actually miss out on something, or if you guys actually go ahead and mess something up, you're gonna lose that money, you're gonna lose that time. And overall, the reward is there as well for the risk you take. But sometimes, as entrepreneurs, you're gonna have to take some risky actions, and they might be worth it in the long run, but at that time, there's a lot of mental stability that comes with it. And I think that's one of the big part that a lot of people do not talk about, is like the mental health aspect of being an entrepreneur. And there's a reason I advocate meditation so much, is because as an entrepreneur, you go through a lot of times where you're not only just growing, like, it's not only your business that's growing, you're growing as a person. You're gonna have to break free from your old character. You're gonna have to break free from your old friends, your old environment. So overall, of course, there's going to be mental stability at times where, you're going to feel lonely. There's going to be times where you're going to feel like, oh, nothing's working out. You're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel excited. It's going to be, a bunch of range of emotions at the end of the day. But the thing is that, like I said, that's why, like I say, start meditating, so you can actually control these emotions. Because as an entrepreneur, like I said, there's so many things that sometimes that are not in your position to control, that it can affect your business, or it can affect you in a way that it shouldn't. And that's why it's always good to have a really, really good mindset and really good mental strength. And overall, like I said, as an entrepreneur, you're gonna go through many range of emotions, but that's why you're gonna have to kind of control it yourself and make sure that you're not, your head is not, you're not lost in the sauce, basically. And the last thing I really wanted to touch on when it comes to this whole entrepreneurship thing, and like the negative of being like, the thing is, people think it's so easy, man. Like, the people think it's so easy. And let me tell you something. The amount of sacrifice you have to make, the amount of people you have to cut off, the people you have to deal with, the drama, the bullshit, the workload, the mental stability, it's not easy. Like, being an entrepreneur is not all glorious, right? And at the end of the day, like, I realized that a true entrepreneur, like, as an actual true entrepreneur, not these bullshit flexers on Instagram, like a true entrepreneur, man, they're a hard worker. You're gonna have to be consistent. You're gonna have to realize that more, people are relying on you. It's not only you at the end of the day that you're affecting. You're gonna affect people and their families as well. And overall, like, that's another big thing as well, is like, you got to understand your responsibility. Like, if you mess up, you're not only affecting you, you're affecting your team, you're affecting your clients, you're affecting your students, right? So that's the thing. Like, it's a hard thing. I don't know why people go crazy over entrepreneurship and say it's easy. It's like a new, like, rock star thing. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Everybody's bio says CEO. Everybody says entrepreneur. But when it comes to actually putting in the work, like, you know, no one can actually do it. And there's a really good Will Smith quote that he says, you know, it's like everybody wants to go to heaven, but no one's willing to die. And that's how I feel this entrepreneurship space, or the, you know, people that are teenagers, like, I feel like that's how they're right now, is people that want the results, but people that don't put in the work, that don't want to work, that don't want to sacrifice, that don't want to put in the hours to study, that don't want to put in the hours to, you know, learn from someone, that don't take risks, that don't, you know, invest in mentors and such. And overall, like, this shit's not easy, right? Like, it's definitely not easy. If you think it's easy, like, you know, and some of you, you know what, like, there's some people that might actually think this is easy. There might be some people that might be like, oh, you know what, this entrepreneurship shit, kind of easy, man. I'm crushing it. You know, I don't have to deal with anything. I just make money. If that's you, more power to you, man. You know, I look up to you, kind of. But you guys got to get it. Like, it's not easy. Like I said, everything I, you know, mentioned today, from, you know, security to dealing with people, to people fucking you over, to managing employees, to, you know, you having so much freedom that you start messing up yourself because you let a lot of shit go, not having a structure, right? Like losing money, losing time, you know, being responsible for other people as well, taking risk. Like, at the end of the day, all of that thing takes, like, all those things take a lot of mental stability and a lot of work and a lot of, you know, persistence and just grit and prudence. So at the end of the day, if I want to leave you guys with one thing to say, or one thing to end this video off with, is understand that if you are someone that is looking to start their journey as an entrepreneur, just understand that a lot of work is involved. You're gonna have to go through, you know, rough times. You're gonna have to sacrifice a lot of things. You might be lonely for a bit. So yeah, like I said, like, this is not a video I made to complain about shit, but I kind of made this video just to make you guys aware of what it actually is like to be an entrepreneur, like, you know, what the reality of it, right? And yeah, I want to make a day in a life video, or I just want to share more things with you guys. And like I said, like, these daily uploads and these daily videos, like, I try to provide as much value as possible and keep it as real as possible. Like, that's one thing with me, is like, I want to keep it real, right? Like I said, like, entrepreneurship is not easy. I want to keep it real with you guys. I don't want to give you guys false hope at the end of the day. So yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys liked what all the knowledge I dropped. And yeah, I mean, I have nothing more to say other than stay safe, like, comment, subscribe if you want to, if you think this is good. Even share it with people. You know, if you guys really like this video, post it on your story, say Splash or the GOAT, you know what I mean? Thank you. But yeah, I'm excited to just hear you guys' feedback on this video. Comment below something. If you guys watched till the end, comment T, as I know the real ones that have been watching till the end know what's up. So comment T, and I'll see you guys in the next video, guys. Peace out. Love y'all so much.